Trade the taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Matching hundreds. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense here set to take over with Russell Wilson leading the way. Wilson, a Pro Bowler 5 times in his 7 NFL seasons, including last year, when he threw for a career-high 35 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So here are the Cardinals now under first-year head coach Cliff Kingsbury. They'll be led out by Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in April's draft, and also the Heisman Trophy winner out of Oklahoma.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. but I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. A look now at our starting defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Single.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's McKissick. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They run it with Carson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here's Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Steps away. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. On 3rd down, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. To throw is Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On the delay, here's Carson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check three.
On second down, it's Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, and it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Let's get off the field.
A carry now for McKissick. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I'm coming after you.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
That's Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Seahawks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Mike 50. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Murray going to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
Good job.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They'll run with McKissick. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
43. Check, 43. Blue down.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Wilson completes it to Dixon. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's caught. Lockett. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. His throw incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Suggs brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things in offense.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Again, it's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Logan. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They will run it. It's McKissick. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. And Jerron Brown's got it complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 18-yard line. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a long.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Throwing on first down is Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray is going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
Intended for Andy Isabella.
But we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Seahawks, 1st down.
Let's go. You tighten up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
3 down.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's our time. It's our time. Watch the edge.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st down, Murray. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Murray now on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now Murray, they'll roll him out right, and now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down now. It's Logan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal? Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here's Carson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. This is Carson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. from the 27. Wilson, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Single. Who's on 85? Come on, baby.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Murray gets this one to Isabella, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. But they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. He's got White here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Murray to throw. A good pickup there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Wilson to throw. Completes it to Dixon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he's got the tight end, Vanette. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wilson. Now he'll pull it down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. He did have one blocked earlier. This time it's for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try to turn